Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Let's go start now. Seth Rollins was kicked out of the division in brutal fashion this past week on WWE or AW, prompting a concerned response from his wife and fellow star Becky Lynch. Now, none other than Omos has come forward to offer his services to the husband-wife duo to deal with their ongoing troubles in the global juggernaut. The Nigerian giant hasn't been seen on WWE TV since April 5, 2024, when he participated in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal on SmackDown. Earlier this year, the company sent him on an excursion to Japan to work for Noah. However, Omos is now back, having recently worked at AA Triple Mania XCI and a host of NXT live events. The former REW Tag Team Champion has also teased his much-anticipated return to the main roster with a recent tweet. He responded to Becky Lynch's message regarding the Vision betraying her husband, Seth Rollins, expressing his desire to help them deal with this setback. Seth Rollins might have to undergo surgery soon. Soon after the World Heavyweight Champion was kicked out of the Vision, rumors began floating surrounding Rollins being legitimately injured during his Crown Jewel 2025 match. It was speculated that the angle was meant to write him off TV so he could recuperate. Dave Meltzer of Wrestling Observer Radio is now reporting that Seth Rollins is indeed staring at an impending surgery. Moreover, it was also noted that the shoulder injury might put him on the shelf for months to come, with him possibly missing WrestleMania 42 too. If this turns out to be true, there's no doubt WWE would also be forced to have Rollins vacate his World Heavyweight title. This has turned out to be an incredibly unfortunate situation and is sure to put a dampener on the company's plans, as WrestleMania storylines are usually chalked out months in advance. One can only hope Seth Rollins makes a miraculous recovery and returns in time for the show of shows next year in Nevada. Arpit Srivastava is a journalist who reports on pro wrestling WWE at Sportskeeda. He is also an assistant content manager for the AEW team and has played a pivotal role in building it from the ground up. Arpit graduated in political science and mass communication. From writing for his college magazine while being a huge wrestling fan to pursuing journalism as a career, he has accumulated 5 years of experience in the industry. During the course of his career, Arpit has written nearly 4K articles, garnering over 32 million reads. Besides covering the latest stories in the world of pro wrestling, Arpit mentors several up-and-coming writers, and is also responsible for assembling a stellar team for Sportskeeda's all-elite wrestling division. Arpit gives utmost importance to fact-based reporting as he sources information only from reliable outlets. He believes in providing relevant information to readers, allowing them to form their opinions based on legitimate facts. Among Arpit's favorite wrestlers is MJF. He admires the Wolf of Wrestling for his cool, anti-authoritative attitude on television. Arpit is also fond of Sami Zayn's never say die approach and underdog persona. In the women's division, he looks up to Becky Lynch for her sheer aura. In a stunning turn of events on the October 13, 2025 episode of WWE Raw, Seth Rollins was unceremoniously ousted from his faction, The Vision, in a brutal betrayal orchestrated by Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman. The shocking attack left Rollins incapacitated, prompting a swift and emotional response from his wife and fellow WWE superstar, Becky Lynch. Now, a former WWE champion has hinted at a return to aid the beleaguered duo in their time of need. The collapse of The Vision, once a dominant faction led by Seth Rollins, appeared to be on the verge of imploding. Tensions had been simmering for weeks, with Braun Breaker displaying visible frustration towards Rollins' leadership style. The breaking point came when CM Punk secured a victory over Jey Uso and LA Knight, earning a title shot against Rollins at Crown Jewel. Instead of celebrating, Rollins and his faction approached the ring, only for Breaker to launch a vicious attack on Jey and LA, signaling his defection. The betrayal culminated in a post-show assault where Breaker delivered a devastating tsunami to Rollins, effectively dismantling the Vision. Cage-side seats for pro wrestling fans. Adding fuel to the fire, Paul Heyman, a longtime associate of Rollins, aligned himself with Breaker, citing his belief in a meritocratic WWE as the catalyst for his decision. This strategic move left Rollins without allies and cast doubt on his future within the company. Becky Lynch's response. In the aftermath of the betrayal, Becky Lynch took to social media to express her disbelief and anger. In a succinct tweet, she remarked, "I'm gone for 1 week," highlighting the timing of the attack during her brief absence from WWE programming. Ringside News. This cryptic message not only underscored her shock, but also hinted at her impending return to confront the fallout of the Vision's collapse. Lynch is scheduled to defend her WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship against Maxine Dupri on the upcoming episode of Raw, marking her first appearance since the betrayal. Her return is anticipated to bring a new dynamic to the storyline, potentially leading to a confrontation with the faction's new leader, Bron Breakker. Omos offers his services. In a surprising twist, former WWE champion Omos has teased a return to the company after an 18-month hiatus. The Nigerian giant, who has been active in Japan's Pro Wrestling Noah and Mexico's A promotions during his absence, recently responded to Becky Lynch's call for assistance. In a tweet, Omos offered his services, stating, "My services are available," signaling his willingness to aid Lynch and Rollins in their battle against the Vision's new regime. Omos' potential return adds an intriguing layer to the unfolding narrative. His imposing presence and history with Rollins and Lynch could provide the necessary muscle to counteract the Vision's newfound strength. However, questions remain about his motivations and whether his alliance with the couple is genuine or part of a larger strategic move. Looking ahead, the fallout from the Vision's betrayal has set the stage for a compelling storyline in WWE. With Becky Lynch's imminent return and the potential reemergence of Omos, the dynamics within the women's division are poised for significant change. Fans are eager to see how these developments will unfold and whether Seth Rollins can reclaim his position at the top of the WWE hierarchy. As the situation continues to evolve, one thing is certain: the landscape of WWE has been irrevocably altered, and the coming weeks promise to deliver high-stakes drama and intense rivalries. The collapse of the Vision. The Vision, a faction led by Seth Rollins, was established to dominate WWE's upper echelons. However, tensions within the group had been escalating for weeks. Bron Breakker, a key member, had expressed dissatisfaction with Rollins' leadership, culminating in a decisive act of rebellion. During a segment where Rollins taunted CM Punk, who had just secured a World Heavyweight Championship match, Breakker launched a brutal attack on Jey Uso and LA Knight, signaling his defection from the Vision. The situation escalated post-show when Breakker delivered a devastating tsunami to Rollins, effectively dismantling the faction. Cage-side seats for pro wrestling fans. Adding to the chaos, Paul Heyman aligned himself with Breakker, citing his belief in a meritocratic WWE as the reason for his shift in allegiance. This strategic move left Rollins without allies and cast doubt on his future within the company. Cage-side seats for pro wrestling fans. Becky Lynch's response. In the aftermath of the betrayal, Becky Lynch took to social media to express her disbelief and anger. In a succinct tweet, she remarked, "I'm gone for 1 week," highlighting the timing of the attack during her brief absence from WWE programming. This cryptic message not only underscored her shock, but also hinted at her impending return to confront the fallout of the Vision's collapse. Lynch is scheduled to defend her WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship against Maxine Dupri on the upcoming episode of Raw, marking her first appearance since the betrayal. Her return is anticipated to bring a new dynamic to the storyline, potentially leading to a confrontation with the faction's new leader, Bron Breakker.